Well, recreational marijuana has been legal here in Michigan for less than a month, but some people are still on the hook for probation or even facing jail time for past offenses that are now legal.
And marijuana advocates are now working to change that. 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is live in Dearborn this morning. And Matt, how are courts handling this situation?
Well, Keenan, it's going to depend on where you live, where you are convicted or charged. Maybe you were ticketed. Either way, you don't know what it's going to be, depending on if it's a city prosecutor or a county prosecutor. And even then, it depends. Truly, this is a case-by-case basis situation. By now, this plan after plan of marijuana, it's becoming a less jarring sign. Not only is medical marijuana legal, recreational is legal too. But after a decisive win at the ballot box, the folks behind the push to legalize pot say there's a lot more to it.
We have people communicating with us right now asking, well, I'm on probation right now for possession of marijuana. Can I get out of that probation? They're serving a sentence and they're still serving an opportunity or threat of jail. If they violate their probation, they can go to jail.
As Barton Morris explains, it's not just probation either. Smoking marijuana was a crime less than a month ago, so some are still working their way through a court system on charges that predate legalization. As Wayne County's prosecuting attorney Kim Worthy notes, quote, "We currently have ticketed ordinance violations from the Michigan State Police that are pending review. Although the law is not retroactive, in the coming weeks we will assess the tickets that have already been charged as well as those pending review, taking the new law into consideration." End quote.
We have to do the work to fix what has happened in the past. So it's like my main priority. It's something that I'm working on. I'm communicating with the governor's office and the new attorney general's office in order to put something together in order to make this happen.
So it's one thing to hear the lawyers and the politicians talk about it, but what about the real faces of this? We're talking about thousands of people's lives, right? Coming up at 6:45, we're actually going to introduce you to one guy who is a medical doctor, got charged for selling medical marijuana because they said that he shouldn't have been doing it the way that he was, and now he can't even hold down a job, doing lots of odds and ends to keep things together. One of those young people that is now going to be facing decades of things if the changes don't happen that these marijuana advocates are fighting for. Of course, you can weigh in on this at Facebook as well. We'll be talking with you a little bit later on this morning. For now, we're live in Dearborn, outside of one of the courthouses these very cases could be going through in the coming weeks. I'm Matthew Smith. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, and Matt, of course, we're not the only ones. I know California lawmakers voted to wipe away a lot of these marijuana convictions as well.
Michigan is looking at doing something similar to that, but nothing is set in stone. And again, as we all know, it's a lame duck session. So there's a lot to follow here, guys.
Thank you very much.
You'll stay on it. Matt, thank you so much.